Okay, so what is I call thinning out, but I'm sure somebody else calls it something else. Okay, so what I'm going to do is in this one circle, I need one plant. There are 3. So I need to pull 2 out and put them in another container. So that is my thinning out. Hey, I'm Lindsay. I am a stay-at-home wife, homeschooling mom of 2, a mom to twin stillborn, and a miscarriage, a personal trainer, gardener, and nutrition coach. I am out to help you feel healthy and get healthy enough to tackle the rest of your world. I put dirt that has already been microwaved that I put in here because I thought I was going to be able to do everything and whatnot the other night. In which case I just ended up dumping it in here after I had microwaved it, and then I'm using them here. So at this point, these guys are starting to grow, and some of them actually have, this one has the seed still on it. Otherwise, the seeds have fallen off, and I say that's about my rule of thumb of transplanting them, separating them out, thinning them out, okay? So, what I'll do, I'll take a tomato. They're the easiest ones to do. Okay, so you're gonna go in, you're gonna take your fingers. You're gonna grab that plant. I don't know if you can see. I have a pinch, I'm pinching that plant. If you feel a tug, that is okay. You're ripping like one root. It will grow back. You're not damaging that plant. Okay, I don't have it fully grabbed a hold of, okay? And so, why do I don't make these as even across as I was doing. The reason for that is because now I'm going to dip my finger in there and I'm going to shove this guy way in there, and then I'm going to kind of plant him back in there. Now I'm going to take my spoon that's not in my bag, a spoon, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to spoon all the way around that plant, okay? I don't know if you got to see that full thing or not. I'm hoping you can, okay? And I just topped him off. Now I didn't put him all the way to the top. That's okay. I'm trying to save on some of the dirt, but I'm trying to use it up too. All right, use what I need to. So again, I have 3 in this one. I need to thin it down to 1 in this one little pot. And I'm going to knock all the dirt out in the process. That does happen, okay? All right, I'm going to shove him way in there, cover him up, and I'm going to be honest for those beginners. Tomato plants, basically if it touches dirt, it's going to create a root there. So if I put dirt all the way up, it's going to create a root there, and then it's just going to keep growing, okay? So he might look short here, but he's going to keep growing. He's going to be perfectly fine that his root is way down in there. All right, so I have this guy left. He's kind of upright. I'm going to kind of shove him in there a little bit better, push him down in there. I'm hoping my camera is focusing. Okay, and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to add, I can never find my spoon over here. I'm going to add some dirt to him because I have taken dirt out, and I'm just going to kind of press around him to get him to stand up again. Okay, he's standing up again. He's liking the light over there. So I'm just kind of jiggling him around until I can get him to stand up. And he's going to be perfectly fine just like that. So now, before I move any further, I have to get a card and write what these 2 are and then I took it out of here. All right, and now since we're moving, this is absolutely needed that I have a front, a back, a right, left. Okay. In the same one, there should be the same amount of those, so I'm gonna set up the same. Even though I do not have enough in here, I will probably use some of my tiny Dixie cups, which I talked about before. These things, like I said, are a little smaller. But if you wanted something to start with, they're cheap and easy to start with. Okay, and so I will continue to do that with each of these. The only one I will not quite transplant is this one here. And so I might wait on this whole thing because this one here, I don't know if you can see that, he's got a seed still blooming on it. And so I am not going to go that far yet with this one, but in the other one I will do the same. Okay, so with peppers, all right, this is a chocolate bell pepper. So I'm going to go ahead and do it, which is just the same. You're gonna pinch and pull. Again, if you pull out, like I felt that tug, that bottom root right there, okay? It's going to be fine. They will heal. Okay, I'm gonna stick my finger in as far as I can because that root's pretty long. I'm gonna push him in, drop him off, and push the dirt around him so he stands up. Now, if they have gotten to this stage, 95% of the time they last. Unless they have something like a child knock them over or they're not getting watered enough. I think I have that overfull. Or any of those things. So it will be perfectly fine once you get to this stage, as long as you are watering or giving it some kind of light in the process. All right, so I'm gonna pull another one. See, all these are perfectly fine. They're all seeds are off. I'm going to pull another one out. And I'm going to poke my finger in and I'm going to put him in. Literally, this is all you do to get that accomplished. You can even, if you're okay with doing it with your fingers, you can literally just put extra dirt in with your fingers. Okay? I will continue to do this. All right, so at this point I have gotten all of those in. I have, well, if you look at my card, about 5 more spots, which will be filled in here with some extra cups. And that will probably come from these guys here. Okay, so little cheat, okay? I plant them and I put the plastic on. When they get to where the seeds fell off, I'm already, because they get so tall, I can't put the lid on it anymore. And I want to make sure it's getting enough of the light that this comes off. This is now going to be any remnants of extras of these. So it takes it down to 1. Okay, I plant 3 because if by any chance, like these 2 are the same plant, this one, you can still see seeds in there, did not come up, but I got 2 in this one. That means that one of these seeds still hasn't grown. Now I will leave it and let it grow and see if something comes up, but eventually I will take 1 from here and put it in here. But if I planted 6 and got 2, now if I plant 3 and get only 2, or I could plant 3 and get none and still have to plant again. So that's why I do it this way. And normally I wait until they're big enough. Like this one's still kind of tiny. That's why I haven't replanted this into here. I'm waiting until he's big enough that he can handle it into this soil, because these seeds didn't grow in here. So it will, once it gets strong enough, it will grow really good in here. I just don't want it to die off if there's something going on in here, or they normally say don't plant a seed where a seed hasn't grown. So that is why I wait until they're big and strong. Kind of like these tomato plants. These tomato plants would do perfect in here. But I'm trying to keep them in the same family just in case this decides to grow. So once it gets big enough, I take the lid and I create it into a tray to put all my big ones in. So I hope that helps the whole cheat and all my little seeding areas. I will probably at this point on the next one not do a garden one, but do something else, but update you on the garden. So in this place of my week, this is what I will be doing. I hope that you guys were highly educated and well taught of how I transplant one plant from a bunch of plants into its own pot. If you have any questions about that, please comment down below. I hope everybody has a great day, and bye for now.